What's up, Strike Team, and welcome back to another episode of Strike Team Official. Back here with Sensei Jeffrey Myers, and we're going to go over the Morote. That's how you say it, right? So, yeah, we're going to go over that technique and how to actually use it in practical situations. So we're going to go over specifically how to use this more in a self-defense style of situation. But there are ways you can even adapt this for sport competition as well, especially things like MMA and Muay Thai. All right,
so this move comes from, it's in a bunch of different kata, mainly it starts from Naihanchi. And so it comes from, let's see, so if we start at the beginning, here, where are we? Here, this move right here with the hands, okay? And so it's both hands coming out at the same time. So a lot of times what you'll be taught is to block and then strike. But if you block first and then strike after, that's gonna give them time to do their counter. So if he throws his punch at me here and I throw this block, then he's gonna immediately get that brain response that that other hand is coming, and then I don't get to do the move, okay? And it doesn't mean that my block wasn't good, it's just that I also didn't get to hit him, and that's kind of the goal of doing this. So for this, if I go on the other side, it'll look a little bit better. So now, what we're gonna do is instead of just the one hand, it'll be both at once. So the punch comes in, and you're coming in here. So it's both hands at the same time, okay? And so you're not letting them have a chance to throw that second punch because you're interrupting the rhythm of the fight by doing two things at the same time. Now what you can also do is you can go from that first one and then throw the second one. So if you notice in this particular kata is that your hands are closed, but it's very similar to your hands being open. And like in the Pinan kata and some of the more advanced, I believe, kusonkus, we have more than one in a row. And so you can do that as a practical application as well. So from here, I can do the first one here, and I can immediately go through and do the second one before that next punch comes. Now if I flip around so you can see, this hand being more forward is my hand up more by his elbow here. And now whether my hands are open or closed is really not as important for the kata, but sometimes when your hands are closed, it symbolizes that you're grabbing something. And now he may not be wearing clothing, so I may just have my hand open and be gripping it here. And then my hand open here or closed, just depends what part of your hand you want to hit with. If you're hitting with your forearm, then your hand being open or closed really doesn't matter. If you're wearing a glove, obviously your hand's gonna have to be closed. And if you're aiming more with the blade edge of the hand, then being open will give you a different target that you can hit for, okay? And yeah, so that's pretty much part of it.
Yeah. So yeah, this move was definitely something, because I know when he first showed this to me, the way he discovered is we were in class and he had me just throw a punch. He's like, "Hey, Leonard's a fighter. He does fights. Come over here. I want to show you guys that this will work against an actual trained person." And so what he did is he had me throw a punch at him without knowing what was coming, and he blasted the technique. And it definitely does work. That hit to the solar plexus totally stuns you for a moment. It's not going to end the fight, but it does jar you. It freezes you for a quick second. It allows you to have that second to initiate that second technique, that second move. So hitting double strike, it has, you want to hit here, you want to block, you want to hit hard right there in that center, okay, and freeze them and immediately go into where you're going next. It's a really great way to stun them right at that beginning and open up other things. And once you are in these kind of positions here, which I like a lot, you know, you have knees to the groin, knees to the chest, you can drop some elbows in there. There are so many other avenues that open up. And that's a great way to initiate and get into that position. And even from a sport like combat situation, you can still do something like this, you know, a block and a punch type situation. Even in like Muay Thai or boxing or things like that, those are still options that you guys can use. A matter of fact, I'm actually going to take this technique and test it out on a couple of the guys at my fight gym, Resistance Fitness Center. Okay, I'm gonna go up to either the high-level amateurs or the professionals, and I'm gonna ask them to throw a punch at me, and I'm just gonna try it. And we're just gonna see what happens. I might die.
It's not my recommendation.
I might die. But listen, I die for my martial arts. Okay, that's dedication to karate right there. So let's see how this goes. All right. You know, throw like a wide haymaker at me. Like a wide. Wow. Okay. Lesson 1. Tell him which hand, because I'm new to this. Oh, I'm not kidding.
You're going against Southpaw, Leo.
Damn it! Go ahead. It worked! That was the whole point. The whole point was normally. Hold on. You weren't ready for it, right? No, the point is this. Okay, let me explain. I love you. I got it. I love you. Let me explain what I did. Let me explain. He does do it all the time. It is a Wing Chun thing, which is so put.
That was right in my chest. That was right there.
So in karate, we have like these moves, and like we'll tell people you block and hit because if they're throwing a second punch, it's not gonna come if you hit at the same time. And everyone's like, that's not how it works in real life. And my coach really got me. Earlier, he was like, "Hey Leonard, throw 2 punches at me," and he hit me with the boom, and I was like, and it does work.
Guys, we gotta fight.
It works so hard. I love you. I love you. No.
Bullshit.
Go faster. I'm gonna you block it just like that again. Okay. You recording?
Yep.
Do it again. It worked. It worked. That's all I wanted to do. It worked. It worked.
On.
Sorry. It's the 2 haymakers, like you're just like going at me right now. Like literally just 2 haymakers. I'm just go. Boom. Yep. Go again. I just want to make sure you're throwing. All right. Go again. Go again. Keep throwing a little more heat. A little more heat. Commit to him. I gotta make sure he's doing it right. Cause
No, it's cool. It's cool. Just keep going. Just keep do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah. Again. 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 2. 1 out of the other. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video of me getting jumped by my teammates and take that as a lesson to not go out and karate sucker punch a bunch of high-level fighters, right? So obviously that wasn't the most realistic version of pressure testing. That was more me just having fun. For a multitude of reasons, I did not want to just blast him in the solar plexus really hard because I was going to have to spar him later. And so that was really just more for the fun of it. Not the most realistic pressure testing situation in the world. But that being said, I have actually used this technique in sparring for real when there's no kind of warning, right? Where I just like am able to throw it when they're really committing to punches. It does actually work. It's not a fight ender, but it's a good little stun that you can use. Okay, so it's a technique I definitely have tested. Like I said, it does work. I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found that little ending funny as I got jumped in the end. But yeah, guys, you know, that's dedication. I get jumped and beat up for my karate. So it is what it is. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. I am a new channel. So if you guys have any recommendations on, you know, ways in which to kind of teach the material that we're teaching or anything you want us to look at, please let us know in the comments. Anything at all. Share it if you found it either informative or just entertaining. Please get the word out there. Let people know that we exist. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Peace.